this is broadcasting on multiple platforms and also how to manage what I'm seeing on my screen. And in doing that, I was recording my podcast this morning and I forgot to push go live here on so you guys can actually see me. So welcome, welcome. And I love reading from inspirational books and this kind of sharing my thoughts about it. And today's book that I picked up was the Warrior Goddess Wisdom book, Daily Inspiration for Women. I would highly recommend. I would highly recommend picking up this book. It brings me a lot of joy to read it. And today's passage started off with a quote by Maxine Hong Kingston. And the quote is, "We're all under the same sky and walk the same earth. We're alive together during the same moment." And I thought, man, this is a great quote to start off today with, being the inauguration of President-elect Biden, and our country is so divided at the moment. I thought, are we at a place where we can all just come together and walk under the same sky? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. I think in time we would be able to get there. But let me read this passage for you because I thought it was really important and it brought some stuff up for me. And if you're joining me, say hello so I can say hello back. Again, I'm getting new to all of this and I'm not exactly sure what I am doing on this HAPS at yet, but I will get there. All right. Let's read this passage. When astronauts first viewed the Earth from space and witnessed this incredible blue planet, I lost my spot. When astronauts first viewed the Earth from space and witnessed this incredible blue planet we live on, all borders and boundaries became insignificant. No matter our country or culture or lifestyle, we all share this small planet and this human experience. All of us yearn for love, acceptance, and purpose. All of us have tasted grief and sadness. Imagine a world in which we acknowledge that we're human beings. Imagine a world in which we resolve to treat each other equally, no matter our skin color, religion, age, sexual preference or orientation, nationality, or political views. In point of fact, we're all more alike than we are different. And once we begin to realize that, we can begin to find our common ground and resolve our differences, big and small. Now, what's interesting, when I was reading that this morning, when I was recording the podcast, I was itching my third eye too. That was so interesting. I'm just being mindful of how my body is reacting to reading this. And the action that is suggested by the author is this: take a moment to marvel at the wonder of being alive and living under the same sky with your fellow humans. When you see others today, remember that you are seeing yourself. Now, there's a lot there, and I'd love to ask you what you feel when you hear that. How does it feel to hear the invitation to kind of just be aware that you're living under the same sky and walking on the same earth as all the humans on the planet? How does that feel to you? Does it feel joyous? Do you feel hesitation bubbling up? There's no right or wrong answer to this. It's just taking a moment to be mindful of what's bubbling. And the second part of the invitation was to be aware that what you're seeing is a reflection of yourself, and that is mirror work. And my friend Jill Lemke talks about mirror work a lot, and she always reminds me. And sometimes the reminder, I just like, oh, yes, she's right. So if I'm looking around in the world and I see something that triggers me, it's a reflection of me. And whenever I hear that, I get frustrated and just a little bit mad, right? But when I sit with it and I truly think and ponder and continuing to ask myself, well, why does this bother me so much? Why does this bother me so much? It's usually because I have been I'm going to say wronged in air quotes in a similar way in my life's journey. So I still hold resentment to that event. Or maybe I have behaved in a similar manner of how someone just treated me, and I don't like that aspect of myself. So as I go through my day, I will be thinking about this. I will be thinking about walking under the same sky as the rest of the world and living on the same earth and being mindful of what I see around me. So that was the talk today that I gave on my podcast. And thank you for being here. I appreciate you. If you're watching on the replay, drop me a comment, say hello. I'm always loving hearing and connecting with new people. So, again, my name is Lori, and my purpose drives me. Ask yourself what your story is today and what can you learn from it. So, follow me, and I'll see you guys very soon. Oh, the crown is tingling. Crown is tingling. I hope you guys found this message helpful, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon.